So where were we? Later. I don't like you. Oh, good day. Howdy.
The small, delicate woman turns to you from the picture window where she's standing. Kimiko Nakamura. She's barely changed from your last meeting in the Maelstrom psychic space. Nakamura scrutinizes you.
It is indeed you. I might have doubted it when you were on the other side of the camera feed, but now...
Nakamura stops you with a gesture.
No need. I reviewed your file. You arrived under the dome in September 1976, was sent to Nashville on an urgent mission, and disappeared for 2 years. You claim you were in stasis. I think amnesia is a more likely explanation, but I can't know for sure.
Kimiko points to an unoccupied chair.
Sit down, please. Or introduce yourself to the others if there's anyone you don't know. The new committee is the legitimate successor of the Kronos Foundation. We control the major part of the dome, maintain order, and are making efforts to get life here back on track. Not everyone agrees with our methods, thus we need stricter laws.
She falls quiet and studies you, as if guessing at the effect of her words. Nakamura stands at the head of the table, leaning with her knuckles on the tabletop, and looks the office over. Once everyone is quietly seated, she nods her satisfaction.
Let's begin.
Nakamura is the first to take the floor.
Thank you for coming, everyone. You already know why we're here. Congratulations! The emulator project developed and launched by new committee researchers have yielded fruit and dramatically changed the Maelstrom situation.
Ishtwani taps the table with one fingernail.
You're intentionally distorting the facts. It's true the project was developed by the new committee, but it would never have launched without Carmine Heights.
The chairwoman reluctantly nods.
Perhaps. But you must agree that both our cooperation and the project's success were made possible by the new committee's oversight and control of the process.
Controlling things is right up your alley. That you can do.
Audrey Melville replies mockingly.
Kimiko continues. You may disagree with the new committee's role in these matters, But our system for selecting test subjects did lead us to the individual, whose unique peculiarities allowed us to make the emulator a truly functioning system.
Nakamura points at you.
Let me introduce our employee.
Everyone's heads swivel in your direction. This most neutral and vague answer seems to satisfy everyone. Even Kimiko nods graciously. The chairwoman raises a hand.
Let's proceed. Maelstrom has shrunk and retreated to the center of the dome. It is, however, too early to claim victory, so the emulator project will advance to Phase 2. Its purpose is to obtain complete control over Maelstrom and understand whether the entity can either be switched off or somehow used to our advantage.
Nakamura looks around the room until her gaze rests on you.
Each and every one of you, including this employee, is here because you are still useful to this project.
Karma, who's been silent for a long while, abruptly stands from her seat.
You intentionally highlighted the employee's abilities.
Ishtwani jabs a finger in your direction.
I'm still skeptical about this one participating in the project. But if their participation is strictly necessary, I think it's only fair to insist they be used for the emulator's needs only. Will you guarantee this before the council?
Nakamura's bionic eye twitches, its diaphragm contracting with a soft rattle. Kimiko raises her hand again, indicating she's ready to speak.
A good point. I understand the importance of maintaining parity. I also understand that any of us could manipulate the project's needs in their party's favor. I cannot prevent this. Therefore, every party has a right to benefit from this employee's help.
Nakamura looks at you expectantly.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to agree. It's for the good of the project.
The chairwoman smiles coldly.
All right.
Kimiko looks around the room once again.
I believe we're in agreement about future cooperation. This next question I wish to address to each party separately.
Nakamura looks at Dawn.
Spencer,
Aye, he says curtly, puffing on his cigar.
The picnic agrees.
Audrey interjects cheerfully.
Santiago,
The chairwoman nods at the churchman. The Reverend rests a hand on his chest, smiling.
Would I throw a wrench in our alliance? I hope my eye will help save all mankind under the dome.
Karma thrums on the table with her fingernails.
You left me for last, I see. On behalf of Carmine Heights, I vote aye as long as the treaty terms are not violated.
Nakamura rests her arms by her sides and performs a curt bow.
Then I thank you for your participation. This meeting is adjourned. And you, employee, please see Henrietta Russo for further instructions.